Schmoke
and the Pancake.
I'm
one half your host, the beard villain, Johnny Malloy, Jerry, whatever you want to say, and this, my cohort, my partner in crime,
the amazing Pancakes.
Yeah, I don't know about amazing, but actually, I take that back. I've seen you at a buffet.
Hey, man.
And that's amazing.
When General Tao's is all you can eat, you don't blame me. You just get in line.
Yeah, you get in line and you wait. General Tao's.
You wait.
Man, this buffet is
left.
They might not have buffets when we come back. I'm hearing this. There might not be buffets.
It's kind of a good thing then.
For you?
Yeah, I'll lose a couple pounds.
It's like Bloomberg and his soda ban.
Damn.
Remember that when he tried? Yeah, you couldn't have a certain size cup. That didn't last long. You would just get 4 cups.
Yeah, but then I'm still thirsty.
You're always thirsty
for blood.
That's his secret. He's always thirsty.
Give me your first blood child.
You know what's funny? In one of the episodes, you said every cold-blooded American, and I didn't call you on it, but I want you to understand something. Humans are not cold-blooded.
Damn.
Yeah. So
you gone schooled me again there, Paul.
I did. You learned something today.
I did.
And we're back, episode 4. I didn't know if we were going to make it to episode 4. I didn't know if people were actually going to be listening or watching, but apparently.
Thank God somebody's listening to us, because then we would just be blabbering on for nothing.
Yeah, if it wasn't for this damn coronavirus, we might not have no listeners. But we do, and you guys are back again, and we're back again, and we're excited. And as always, it's going to have 3 topics, 10 minutes each. We don't know in advance. They're picked. We find out when you do. We're always honest, and hopefully
we're always honest, and some people don't like that. So honestly, in all honesty,
I mean...
in my opinion, if you don't have a sense of humor about either wrestling or life, this is not the podcast for you.
This is the wrong podcast.
Podcast.
Trying to the podcast.
Yo,
I can direct you. We can direct you to Full Faith Wrestling's Instagram on Monday. Mark Marrow and Mike Magnum. If you like non-entertainment, that is where you need to be.
Listen. I think that's going to be actually really,
it's going to be awesome,
really cool.
Yeah. Plug the places you work. What? Plug what you love.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Full Faith Wrestling is probably the most inspirational of all...
Latino...
Yes, perfect.
Latino
you got it.
Youth programs. Yes.
No, but seriously, shout out to Full Faith Wrestling, Mike Magnum. Monday night at 7 o'clock. It'll be Mike Magnum. We'll be interviewing and talking and sitting down with...
Sable's ex-husband.
Yes.
That's how he prefers to be referred to. Sable's ex.
Wow. You really have to go there.
The inspirational,
you really
the marvelous...
have to go there.
The marvelous one, Mark Marrow. That's going to be really cool. And there you go. We gave a plug to something good and wholesome. And now, like always, it's time for the... Weed of the Week! Today's weed is... Banana OG, not banana pie.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The godfather of banana pie. Banana OG. Cross a banana and regular OG Kush. Again, an indica. This time, a little bit higher in the THC department at 27%.
Okay.
And we have some very expensive whiskey in the shot glasses that I probably should not waste on pancakes.
You know what? You really are using that unemployment check wisely, aren't you there, Mr. Jerry Warner?
Unemployment? You forget the 4.2 billion
right.
I made off podcast 1.
All you do is this podcast.
Yes, just as
that's all he does.
I mean, tomorrow, me and Mr. Elon Musk, he likes to be called
personal
Mr.
friends.
Yeah, personal friends. We're going to go hang out with Dennis John.
Are you
Dwayne
also
Johnson,
a personal friend of Putin?
I am a personal friend of Putin.
I knew it.
We're going to go ride horses shirtless.
Wow.
6 feet apart.
Wow.
All right. The weed of the week.
Make sure you wash your hands afterwards.
Banana OG.
It's a Schmoke and a Pancake, folks.
Not bad. I tried it earlier. I'll be honest with you. Not bad. Smooth.
Smooth. Wow, that is smooth. That is very, very smooth.
And we raise our glasses and we toast to all the essential workers out there, especially them nurses, doctors, and frontline people doing what they have to for us so we can do
this. Those grocers and everybody who's out there, thank you for your service. Thank you for doing that. Shalom.
One down the hatch. Topic number 1 on deck.
All right, guys. Topic number 1. Talk about locker room etiquette.
Oh boy, that's a topic.
Locker room. You know what? We kind of did touch on this in episode 2, because you talked about that fictitious new guy sitting in the corner on his phone, didn't understand, didn't go through wrestling school, doesn't know the proper etiquette in the locker room. You actually went pretty deep into this on episode 2.
Because I find it. Holy cannoli! Oh,
Looks like it's doing its job again this week.
smooth! So smooth!
The fans have actually requested several times, might I add, that we need to increase the coughing on the show.
Oh, well then no problem.
And as your lungs seem to deteriorate episode to episode, people get what they want.
I'm so glad that the fans want to hear me cough my fucking lungs out.
Yeah, I told them episode 10, we're going to have you eat a spoonful of cinnamon in between each hit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
After that, you're going to make me drink a gallon of milk within 15 minutes?
Yeah, and eat pasta and run laps with Daniel Pewter on Tough Enough, the $1 Million Challenge.
I'd rather swim in a pool filled with noodles.
That's just fetish. That's not a punishment. That's literally a fantasy. It's a dream come true for you.
It could happen.
It's called being noodled.
Let's book it.
Google it.
Book it.
Google it. Okay.
Eric Shea from Asylum Pro. Book it.
Book the noodling.
I want Johnny Malloy in a pool full of noodles match. Book it.
Listen, now,
Love you, buddy. Hope you're feeling better.
now that I have that 4.2 billion, I'm not going to be taking any matches under 4.2 billion.
Because all you do is this podcast.
All I do is this podcast.
That's all you do.
But when I'm not doing this podcast, and when I'm doing I do 110%, 100% this podcast,
And
10% wrestling.
You also do another 10% of chronic masturbation.
That's true. 120%. That's how I was raised.
You know,
Making mama proud.
Listen, Binky's holding out.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I got boo-boo for all the sweet cuddles.
Damn. Boom.
Well,
Shut the fuck up.
Locker room etiquette. I don't even know where to start. There's so much to cover. You could do... Locker room etiquette is not when you are getting dressed. Locker room etiquette is from the minute you pull into the parking lot. Where you park for the event says a lot about your locker room etiquette. The way you enter the building. Where you put your stuff down in the locker room. Everything from arriving and getting changed all the way up to that moment you're stepping in the ring and you wipe your feet. That's all locker room etiquette. Pancakes. Give me one locker room etiquette.
Okay. So, my biggest pet peeve is when I go ahead and I walk into a locker room,
Yeah.
the last thing I want to do is talk to you about our match when I'm half-trowed.
Half-trowed?
When I have my pants around my ankles,
which is almost always, but
all
yes.
the time, I don't want to talk to you about my match. I want to talk to you after I get dressed. And after all that. Like, I remember a while ago, I forgot the name of the kid. I think it was an ECPW show, actually.
That's gotta be. If there was bad locker room etiquette, I bet you it was at ECPW.
Damn. But I get in the ring, and I get in the back, and I just put my suitcase down.
Suitcase, yes.
Yeah, I just put my gear down, and then this kid comes up to me and said, "Hey man, I just want to, I want to know, what did you want to do?" I said, "All right, well, let me put my stuff down. We'll talk in a couple minutes." Okay, no problem. About 5 minutes later, all right, so I was thinking about this for our match, and I was like, dude, it's only been 5 minutes. Just give me a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Another 5 minutes goes by, and he's coming back asking me what I want to do with the match. At this point, I'm like, all right, dude, I don't even have my pants on. Give me a couple minutes, and we'll talk.
Yeah.
So that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Another pet peeve, I'll throw one out there.
Okay.
is when I go ahead and I shake your hand.
Yeah.
And you give me that wet, limp fish.
Okay. So
I can't.
Here's my quick 2 retorts on that.
Okay.
First, with the limp handshake, that's the House of Glory shake.
Yes.
That's what Amazing Red was teaching him. So.
No, that's the wrestler's hand.
I can't. I hate the shake, but I understand why they do it. And the second being, now you hated the way that kid in that scenario approached it. Now I told you, in episode 2 I talked about how I got screwed about a lot of the etiquette. I didn't get a chance to learn it. Well, now I have in retrospect. So let me tell you how you should handle that. Okay, because we're talking about locker room etiquette, not just what you're doing wrong, but how to do it right. I'm the less experienced wrestler. You're the more experienced wrestler. I come over to you, I say, hey, how you doing? I'm Jerry. I know we're wrestling tonight. Listen, I'm going to let you get changed. I'm going to be here. I'm going to check back with you later. But whenever you're ready, let's talk about some stuff. That's it.
That's the respectful way of going about it.
Thank God for Dan Barry. Thank God for Raven. And guys that took the time to say, calm the fuck down, Malloy. That's what you need to do. That's the appropriate way to... Okay, so onto a locker room etiquette thing. No one wants to lend you wrist tape. No one wants to lend you wrist tape. No one wants to lend you deodorant. No one wants to lend you water. Part of locker room etiquette is have your shit. If you were a plumber and you were plumbing a toilet, there's no one there to hand you the tool you need. So bring the tools you need with you. That's a big locker room etiquette thing. Present yourself as professional to said job as you can.
Have respect for yourself and the way that you look when you perform. Correct?
Yeah, I mean, unless your gimmick is, my gimmick is Skinner. I live in the Everglades in 94 WWF, and I spit tar and I kill alligators.
Right.
I shouldn't, my boots shouldn't look like I just came from, the best bootmaker in the world. I look like I came from the trash. I look like I kill animals because that's my gimmick.
Right.
Yes, but otherwise, if your gimmick is I am Ace Wrestler, look like Ace Wrestler.
Correct.
Yeah, locker room etiquette.
All right, so I got a really good one, and I swear
I somehow doubt it.
No, I got a real good one. You want to hear this one?
Not really.
This one. Oh,
no,
yeah,
go ahead.
Ready? I hate it when I get in the ring with someone, we lock up.
Locker room etiquette.
I'm
getting you off track here, son.
All right. So it's not necessarily locker room
You are
etiquette,
one shot in, and
but
half.
it's etiquette.
Yes. Okay.
It's etiquette.
What do you think, narrator? Or do we have?
If you can get it into 2 minutes.
Yes, I can.
That's what she said.
Damn.
And he can.
Anyway, so
30 seconds of pleasure, baby. Go. What do you care about?
So this is. Hell, they cool cats and kittens.
Cool cats.
Anyway, so my biggest pet peeve is that when I get in the ring with someone, and I have to wrestle this guy, and you're gonna lock up with him, and he gets you into a headlock, right? And his fucking armpit is the hairiest, sweaty, smelliest bush ever to be stuck onto your fucking face. You mean to tell me you cannot be respectful to your opponent, and for whatever fuck's sake, you can't go ahead and shave your goddamn armpits?
I didn't shave my armpits for the longest, and I learned it. Somebody said to me, they were like,
you learned it.
Yeah, and
you
I was
learned
like, sorry.
It, you understood why. I remember a long time ago, the lesson that was learned. Like, I didn't really care about shaving my armpits. I thought armpit hair was disgusting as it was, so it worked out. So, when I first started training, there was a kid who decided he didn't want to shave his armpits. So what did our trainer do? He went ahead, went to the bathroom, took a dump, put his finger around it, wiped it underneath his arm, got the kid into a headlock, wouldn't let go.
Basically, he ready to rumble him.
He ready to rumble them.
How does this Slurpee smell? I need another one.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yep. It was disgusting. But lessons learned. Shave your armpits before your match for the love of God.
Okay.
Because I don't like bush in my mouth.
20 seconds. So I'm going to rattle off a bunch of things. Ready? Arrive early. Leave late. Ask questions. Shut your mouth and listen. Don't get ready on top of people. Don't steal people's spots. Don't go through people's bags. watch the matches, and remember, most important thing, this makes every wrestler. You wouldn't see Falaba in Impact if he didn't wipe your feet. Topic 1. We could go on for hours. I could really break it down, but we gotta move on to the next one.
I wish this was like an ongoing thing that we could just talk about the whole episode.
But that's the beauty of it. The madness
bring
is
it back.
we have 10 freaking... We could put back in rotation.
We sure could.
But for now, topic 2. Now, topic 2, here's some analytics for you guys. We're 4 episodes in. Topic 1 is always the shortest. Topic 2 is always where you cough the most.
Yep. Yes, it is.
And topic 3 is always the most dramatic, always the longest, and always the one where I'm like, crap, we're breaking the foundation of the show. With that said...
Topic number 2. Talk about...
Boo-boo,
shut the fuck up, boo-boo!
Boo-boo-ba-ba.
Don't you cough. This is a closed set, boo-boo.
All right. Ready?
Boo-boo's our executive producer here. Also a female bitch.
Bitch. 90% bitch with a Macho Man's car. Go.
Speaking of bitch, Pinky!
Talk about the hardest you've been hit.
Oh! Do you want to go first? Because I know I always go first. Do you want to go first? Or I can go first?
You go first.
Alright, so I'm wrestling Jay Lover.
Wow.
Jay Lover, that guy, that star of Gotham. His dad was in the Home Alone movies and all that shit.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm wrestling Jay Lover. And we're in a hardcore match. And I'm still the Kool-Aid guy. So we're having fun over here. So I go, hey, friend. It's your turn, friend.
Wow.
And my friend takes a fucking metal crutch and buries it in my fucking gut.
Oh, God.
Then he picks up and he winds up, and I'm leaned over and I'm going, man, me and Jay Lover had so many good times. He really likes me. But at the same time, Jay Lover's thinking, man, that motherfucker really hit me with that punch 5 minutes ago. Now's my chance.
Wow.
So he takes that crutch and he fucking whips it. And it whips around my back and misses my back. And hits me 100% in my left arm.
That's dick.
And my left arm just separates. Just done. Like the muscle just peeled off the bone. Like, he hit me and instantly it cut the muscle in half and it starts swelling.
Holy
So
shit.
I go to move my arm and it don't move. So I look at him and I go, I broke my arm, Jay. And he goes, okay, pile driver.
Wow.
I'm like, what? And he just fucking pile drives me. Then... I'm sitting there going, fuck, my arm won't work. And Frankie Stars goes, your arm's real fucked up, isn't it? All right, lay on this table. I'm like, what? He hit me so hard. I felt like literally as if someone had cut my arm off. As if like I was just split in two. I was sure it was broken. I was sure. It was not broken, thank God. But he hit me so hard, just above the elbow on the top half. Oh my God. All right, so I go to the backstage. Forge, Shane, and a couple people help me wrap it up. We make a sling. And I'm just going, I'm going to sit this out. I ain't going to no fucking hospital. I ain't paying that $60 copay. That's how they get you. So I wake up the next morning, and right between my elbow and my shoulder is a baseball. A skin baseball.
Wow.
And I look it up, and it's called a hematoma. And apparently it will just go away over time. So I just leave it. And about 4 months later, I no longer have a fucking baseball in the back of my arm.
Wow.
And I saved $60. It only took me 4 months. And that's the hardest I've been hit. Where I wasn't knocked out, where I just felt like a limb had separated from my body. That was the hardest I've been hit.
Shit. All right, so I got one. Actually, I've got two. But I'm going to kind of like combine them so that it's enough time to be...
Is this the same match?
No.
Oh, okay, go.
2 different matches. No, well, not necessarily... Holy crap. Anyway, so, same show,
Yeah.
2 different parts of the show.
Okay.
Okay. I worked, for the very first time, USA Pro.
Oh, Frank Goodman,
Okay?
yeah.
Yes, Frank Goodman.
I was there until it got offensive.
Now, I loved working for Frank Goodman.
Okay.
Great opportunity to work for him. He gave me some spotlight. He gave me some opportunity, and I thank him very much for the opportunity.
Funny note, Frank Goodman was famous for shoving hot dogs in his ticket sellers' mouths in front of crowds, like making them fillet hot dogs in front of a crowd while he held their head.
Wow.
This is what he did before he left Long Island. So when you're thinking about thanking him, Just make sure your gag reflex is in check.
I do. You know me, dude. I go by my.
I
own
know you, baby.
experience.
All right, keep going.
Anyway, so I was working USA Pro, and in the beginning of the show, Verdell Walker and
Vordell.
I said that.
You said Verdell. You made him way blacker than he is.
Oh wow. Then I'm just.
You have blackened him, and that's as worse as white facing.
Wow.
White facing is when you jam your face in a pile of coke, and then you go streaking down the road in a black neighborhood.
Why do you know these things?
NWA, bro.
Damn.
With that,
you let him leave the house like this?
Listen, man.
Of course.
Tell you,
Damn.
the African Americans love me. Continue.
Anyway.
Muddy waters. Continue.
What? Anyway. So he comes in with Jesse Neal, and they go ahead and they just pulverize whoever's in the ring.
Okay.
So we go ahead and a bunch of us go out to go try to make a save.
Okay.
They clobber us. They beat the shit out of us, right? I'm being taken in the corner. Jesse Neal gives me a like 4 or 5 headbutts in the corner. I sell the corner. Boom. Walker comes up to me. He's stomping me in the corner. And he turns to me and he says to me, "Hey, bro, you good with a pile driver?" Of course, I'm just the retarded one.
Have you taken a pile driver
Of course
before?
I have.
All right, you're a big guy, so that doesn't come up.
No, exactly. But you would never see a big guy like me take a pile driver. You would always see me give a pile driver.
Sure.
So, at that point, I'm like, yeah, sure, why the fuck not? He's like, awesome. Pulls me up. How the hell I got my feet up off the freaking floor and pointed to the sky.
Yeah.
He says in my ear, he's like, well, not necessarily in my ear, but
You can hear him.
Yeah, I can hear him. He's like, "Damn, you're light." Boom! Hits me with that pile driver. Mind you, in the audience, my boss was there, and I think his wife was there, and a couple of his friends were there.
I was there for a while.
You were there too,
I left
right?
early. Yeah, I left early. I got pissed.
It was a really funny night. Anyway,
Pile driver was snug though. It was like
it was nice. It was good. I felt fine.
So where's the hardest you ever got hit, motherfucker?
Okay, so you ready for this?
Yeah.
I go ahead and I do
spent 2 minutes on a nice pile driver from a veteran.
No. It came down hard.
What a fucking taser you. I'm gonna every time you get upset,
Damn.
I'm like locker room etiquette. You're like one time I stepped in right.
Anyway, so I do I'm involved in a tag team gauntlet.
This is not even the same match?
No, this is
You just talked about him pile driving you for no reason.
Yeah, because I just made a save for no reason.
This is the hardest you've ever been hit. I got hit with a crutch
Are you
by a
ready
movie
for this
star.
one? Are you ready for this
and
one?
you got pile drive safely by a nice guy. This is not
God,
comparable.
Here we go. Ready?
Come on.
Here we go.
Get back on track here.
Damn. Okay, so.
Jesus.
Wow. Hostile.
Jesus.
You're not even religious.
For the sake of Jesus, get back on track.
Anyway, so I'm involved in the tag team gauntlet later on in the night.
I believe you.
Wow. I make it through 2 other teams, and then here comes Manny Fernandez
Ooh. Okay.
and Crazy Ivan.
Ooh, I love Ivan.
I love them both.
He's so cool.
I think they're really cool people.
We'll talk off air about Manny Fernandez.
Anyway,
I got some stories there.
All right. Anyway, so
there's a
Get
show
in the
called
ring.
Dark Side of the Ring. You should check it out.
All right, we'll save that. Finish this one.
Let me finish my story.
Continue. We only got 45 seconds.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh,
Go.
damn. So, I get in the ring. Manny comes over to me, clocks me. He goes to hit my tag team partner with I guess he was hitting him with a chair.
Cool.
My tag team partner jumps over the railing and out the back door to avoid getting hit by Manny Fernandez.
All right. Who's your tag team partner? Cliff Ray's?
No.
Oh, okay.
What?
That
No.
guy's a savage. Buy his t-shirts. Continue.
Oh, boy, yes. Oh,
We have 9 minutes and 11 seconds right now. Continue.
Oh, damn. Okay, so Manny Fernandez comes over to me, clocks me in the face. Boom! I'm on the floor. He grabs me by both my arms, holds me tight. At the time, I was coming out with my entrance with a big old stack of actual pancakes on a pan.
Okay.
Ivan takes the pancake pan, and you think he's going to pie face. No, he drilled that shit right into my eye socket.
Nice.
Knocked me out for a good minute.
Nice. I wish I would have stayed to see that.
I took the pin, rolled out. I'm sitting there thinking I lost my eye. I'm thanking God that I was able to see. But at the next day, my eye swelled up like the size of, my huge testicles.
Do you have pictures? Because the audience seems to love to watch you suffer. So if we have pictures...
Wow.
Do you have pictures?
No, I don't have pictures.
Oh, I put these up on the freaking side! Put these up!
All right. Time's up.
Time's
Anything
up.
else you want to say?
I could have talked about Damian Darling knocking me out cold and Goldust getting into a confrontation with him.
So let's bring back the topic. I could bring it back in a later show.
I could have talked about Necro Butcher beating Junior Reyes because he beat him so bad. I felt it personally.
Yeah.
But instead, we talked about you eating a pancake tray.
It hurt.
Everything is mucus. It hurt. This topic hurt. Boo boo, shut the...
At that time, I was the feeding tool.
Feeding tool, yeah. And you were in a real bubble fuck.
Damn.
All right, topic number 3, kids.
All right, guys, so topic number 3. Before we go ahead and we start doing that, we're going to light up another one of those beautiful little joints filled with banana OG.
I gotta say, the banana OG has been more well. It's not quite the Cherry Hill from previous episodes, and it's not quite the banana pie, but it's definitely
it's up there.
Ranked
it's really giving you a really
there.
good, a nice smooth, a nice feeling. It's very relaxed.
A lot of our listeners are New York people, so they don't have the readily supply like Pennsylvania and California and Colorado do. So think of us as your as your samplers. We will sample it for you.
For you.
Send in your weed requests as well as your questions.
Yes.
Because we have a list, but we're running through them. We're 4 episodes in, guys. We should have been canceled by now.
I'm surprised the FCC hasn't already attacked us.
The FCC won't let me be, so... You're an Eminem fan.
Really?
Go.
Come on.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Topic number 3.
Topic 3. Who did you hate wrestling?
I'm going to let you go first. I feel like this story has been on deck for weeks. I feel like this is when remember when we, what was your biggest potential injury? And you started, and I was like, are you going to drop the bomb? And you're like, no. I feel like this is your Freddie Mercury. This is your Freddie Mercury story point, right? Or you have some, oh wait, no. I remember you were in a tag team.
I wasn't a tag team. Before I answer this question, I need to make sure what we're being asked. Is it?
Yeah. What's the question exactly? Who did you hate? Like, who did you not want to wrestle, or who do you have hatred for in real life?
Well, I think you had to have at least wrestled them once to hate wrestling them, basically.
Okay, so
someone that you have wrestled.
You didn't enjoy
wrestling them.
Okay.
I guess that would be.
Gotcha.
All right. Okay.
You want to go, Pancakes?
Who did I not enjoy wrestling? Myself. Well,
God,
I mean,
mine's gonna get me in trouble.
You might go to jail. I had a lot. I've had a lot of matches for the past 15 years I've been doing this. But it's very hard to really just pinpoint the worst people that you've ever been in the ring with.
Who comes to mind when if I had a gun to your beautiful fiance's head and I said, "You fucking tell me who you hated wrestling, or I'll off this bitch."
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Who? For some reason, it's really important to me to know that I'm a kidnapper.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
What would you say? A lot of dead air.
No, it's not. It's not necessarily dead air. How do I? Trying to remember their gimmick name. The boy band.
You hated wrestling B3?
Yes.
They're I trained like 1/3 of them, sometimes 2/3.
I can't do it.
Why?
Some of it has to do with some
Were they hard to work with, or you didn't feel the dues were paid, or
a little bit of everything.
Well, I'll tell you something.
A little bit of everything.
I can tell you 1/3 of them I would certify in front of a firing squad paid his dues. I remember him doing a 500 push-up challenge the day before he left for Las Vegas.
RJ.
So, but why? Yeah, elaborate. You have about a minute before I take over.
I feel like they just didn't look at the circumstances back then when we were doing SWA with all them and they were involved, and one of them didn't want to come and train. None of them wanted to work out. They wanted to have that spot in the spotlight.
Your backstage stuff led to the resentment in working them, or did you have problems in the actual match itself?
I had problems with the match itself because
Really?
of the fact that every 2 seconds, a spot was being blown, or I just felt like everything was just way too animated. Like, dude, you know me. I like to work tight. I like to work the way.
You're never tight with me. I'll say it. In Maryland, I fucked you up because I was trying to get you that job. So I was fucking you up with everything. And you were like, watch this match. I was fucking clobbering him with everything, and he was so nice.
There's a difference between me working tight and me working to the point where I want to make everything look real. I want to make it look like I'm really slocking you.
Slocking!
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 Woohoo! I made a new word.
Yeah, I'm not adding that to the glossary.
Today's
can't
word
add one
is
every time.
slocking. I was really knocking you out at one point.
So what was the problem with them?
They were just very too animated. Too animated.
Cartoony animated?
Not even necessarily cartoony, but like their the ring positioning was out of control.
All of them.
All of them.
Weird. Okay.
And I'm not trying to bash nobody. Okay, that's not what I'm here to do. What I'm here just telling my own experience. As I said, if you can't watch this with an open mind and a sense of humor,
sometimes we're going to end up saying bad stuff about people who I consider a friend. And that's part of the honesty of the show.
Correct.
I don't talk about Junior Reyes getting beaten just because it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. But it's also because it's a learning lesson not to hit someone with a chair without telling them. So I understand. Okay. All right. So, you ready?
All right.
Where I get myself in trouble?
As I said, you might go to jail.
I promise to be honest. So, the person I hated working is actually a very experienced wrestler. He actually has done, big CZW shows and worked a lot of big names. I really dislike wrestling Too Hot Steve Scott.
Really?
You know who that is?
He's like, too.
Everyone knows that. The selfie guy. I hated wrestling him. I did what Cornette would call a spot show in New Jersey. We were doing some kind of YouTube taping. And Crowbar. You remember Crowbar?
Yeah, WCW.
Devin Storm?
Yeah.
He brought me in to just put the guy over. Just go out there, make him look good. And I was so excited. Because I like Steve Scott as a person, and I like his wrestling. Mm-hmm. So I was amped, man. I was talking about it the whole way there. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this spot, we're going to do that spot. Right. And then what happened was 2 hours of the worst match planning I had ever experienced.
Really?
Going over the same thing hundreds of times. Him changing every little thing. Bringing in Mario Boccara, who I love Mario Boccara, to critique our match. Steve Scott doing this 2 decades. Me, a decade over. We have another guy coming in to critique what Steve Scott has planned himself, and I've just yesed him. Because it's his match.
So he said... So he wanted to have... Wait, so he's a vet himself. He's been doing this... he's been doing this...
Yeah!
Really? He's asking somebody else to really, critique his match?
He would say, you come in, you miss, I'll grab a bulldog, I'll jump in the air.
Weird.
I'll jump in the air with the bulldog and take a selfie. And my reply was, no problem, whatever you want. Then he would come back over to me and go, you know what? That's shit. And change it. And he would go, you move, I'll hit the bulldog, you reverse, you come into the corner, big boot, I'll take a selfie, springboard crossbody. And I'd go, cool, Steve, whatever you want. This is your match. I'm the enhancement guy. I'm the feeding tool.
Oh, he said it!
So, and he just kept changing it. And then after about an hour and a half of changing it, he grabs Mario Pulchera to bring him over to change more. So by the time we step in the ring, I don't have 1 second of offense. Wow. I outweigh the guy by over 100 pounds, and I don't have 1 second of offense.
Potato.
He was light.
Really?
I mean, I ended the match with a cut in my leg that would have required stitches had I not put it together, but that wasn't his fault.
You're fucking weird.
After the match, I wanted to sell for him. I didn't want to just roll to my feet and walk away, so I rolled off the apron and fell.
Okay.
When I fell, I fell shin first on the steel steps. And I have a divot in my leg because of it. Not his fault, but I wanted him to look good. No thank you for the match, no how you're doing, no anything. The most frustrating match where I didn't accomplish anything, I don't even think I got him over because what he wanted was so crazy. And then after the match, I got to listen to Mario tell me the reason the match didn't get over is because when Steve Scott was taking my, a foot taller, 100-pound frame and ramming me 10 times into the corner, I wasn't hitting the corner good enough.
Really?
Yeah. So for me, I walked away going, this was the guy I was most enthused about wrestling, and I walked out going, fuck that match. I still haven't to this day, I haven't even watched it. It's sitting on a YouTube taping. I haven't watched it. I haven't talked to Steve Scott. I'm not mad at him.
That's weird because you like to watch all
I'd love to critique my shit. And I'm not mad at Steve Scott. We don't work. The way he conducts and the way I conduct, I don't want to even, let's go out there and make magic. Mm-hmm. But the way he wants to do things, the way I want, it didn't work. I don't think it worked there. I've never been back. That's an indicator that I did something wrong and he did something wrong. Whatever. Right. But that was my worst. Too Hot Steve Scott, one of the best wrestlers in the Northeast, is my opponent. I didn't like wrestling. That was the topic, right?
Yep.
I really was not thinking that of all with you.
You know what it is? Me and you, we crossed paths a lot in Long Island, but I spent a lot of time getting the fuck out of here and wrestling in states that really will give their heart to wrestling and not looking for you fucked up. Yep. So there's some span you don't know. There's some stuff you don't know there, Pancakes.
Well, I don't know how you know all this stuff, but I'm glad that you're teaching me.
Glad you do. I bet Binky thought I was going to say Matt Stryker.
Why? I thought you liked working Matt.
Matt's complicated. I love Matt. I think Matt has a fondness for me. But Matt's complicated to wrestle. So I definitely walked out of the Matt Stryker match going, I learned something, but I definitely need to be better in order to get a match with Matt that's quality. Matt's difficult. That's a whole other time. Love Matt Stryker. Fucking amazing. Anything you want to add to topic 3? We went over time again on topic 3.
You know what? It's okay because you know what? When the topic's hot, you can't stop.
It's true, but also I want to stick to the format, so I pledge here and now, if we go over topic 3 ever again, Pancakes will eat boo-boo.
Oh, shit.
Like fucking sushi. No cooking, no nothing. You're just going to eat my dog. And I'm going to watch. I'm like, boo-boo, I love you.
Is that going to be... I don't know if that's...
Boo-boo left the room.
Wow.
She's a smart dog.
No, she's just tired of your shit.
Maybe she should stop at executive producing our show.
She was tired of you telling her to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, Boo-boo. No, seriously. Anything you want to add to topic 3 before we put a bow on this?
You know... No matter how many matches I've had or how many matches you've had, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we've got the experience that we needed out of those people, whether it was good or bad,
whether we hated it or we loved it, we had that experience. Now that we can look back and really evaluate what we had then,
it kind of like gives us more of a
perspective
as to what we could do now to make ourselves better as a wrestler.
You learn from history.
You live and you learn.
Doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past.
Yep.
What a prolific podcast. It's time to put a nice little bow on this motherfucker. 3 topics down. Episode 4 is in the oven. We're baking this. We're just waiting for it to ding.
Well, that's not just baked. We are, too.
Yeah, we're pretty baked.
Yeah, we're pretty
Wow, episode 4 has been kind of crazy. It was kind of like we really jumped around topics. This was like the most jumpy topics we ever had.
Yes, so,
I have to apologize.
No
I was a little all over the place tonight. You know, with the topics.
You were sloppy like Sonny, but no one complained.
Wow. You went there.
I did. A lot of people have. Oh, I'm sorry. I have respect. Well, we have one more shot of alcohol in front of us with this really expensive whiskey I picked up to commemorate episode 4, still alive and kicking. So, we raise our glasses and we tribute to Sonny's vagina.
To the virgins and the lesbians.
To the virgins. Stay pure, baby.
Thanks for nothing.
Wow. I like it. This is fun. For me,
Woo.
I don't know what it's like for you, but I've been doing this for so long that when you're home, wrestling becomes like a faux pas. Your spouse, your wife, your fiance, they're sick of hearing it because all you talk about is wrestling. But and so you get used to not talking about wrestling. And it's nice to talk about what is then, what is now, what is forever professional wrestling. This motherfucker just opened up a Poland Spring and
yes, I fucking did.
gulped it like a bitch who can't handle his whiskey.
What?
To be honest with you, I can't respect a man who can't hold his whiskey. If you need a chaser, I don't know.
Listen,
Maybe we have to start making this a Schmoke and a Cliff Rage. And Schmoke and a wipe your feet.
Just make sure you wear gloves, people. Wash your hands. Wash your ass, and make sure you wear a mask.
I bet you James Ellsworth needs no chaser. $20 says James Ellsworth raw dogs every shot.
You really are a douche.
I am. But, okay.
I love you.
We had fun, guys. Now, we know you checked us out on YouTube. You're checking us out on Twitter. You're checking us out on Facebook. But we need you to share this thing. We need to get it even bigger than it is.
Guys, if it wasn't for you guys, we would definitely have not reached the amount of viewers that we have, even with our first episode. So, from the bottom of our hearts, from a Schmoke and a Pancake, me, Eric Tan, and our buddy, my buddy,
the incomparable Johnny Malloy.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for all of your views. Please like, share, subscribe, do it all. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. And you know what? The more stuff that we keep, the more questions that people keep asking us and the things that we
send them in,
please. Like we would like to hear what you guys want to hear.
Maybe you have something we don't know. Maybe you have something we haven't thought of, right?
Exactly. Throw something into the hat.
You never know what Big E's going to pick. You never know. Anything else you'd like to get in on this episode?
Well, I'm going to just say this. Mother's Day is coming up. And I just want to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day.
You know I have to cut this now.
What do you mean?
We have to film this whole ending over because you just gave a timestamp of when the event is.
No, I didn't.
Mother's Day is coming up.
So what?
If we don't release this for 2 months. You fat sack of shit.
Wow.
I'm going to fucking strangle you.
Fuck,
man. I'm going to choke you like Chris.